Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa! With me, atypical Omega. And it's not silent, it's just... there's a dramatic moment, so they cut out the music temporarily.
What? How? If the dead body were to move itself.
I've heard this music before, but I can't remember when this music is used.
The dead body moved on its own?
He wasn't dead! He woke up in your lap!
No! Not another... ghost!
I was letting that voice line get fully
I don't think
announced.
it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
There we go.
Alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Sure.
I mean,
Why not?
we found his body. He was dead.
What makes you think he was dead?
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Playing? What do you mean playing? Unconscious.
It isn't possible.
I hadn't thought about playing dead, that doesn't seem to make much sense. I don't know what Celeste's account is.
Are
One
you
second.
saying that when
Before we
first
debate,
found
Celeste, what was your
Hifumi in
account?
the nurse's office,
Ifumi's body... Right, can I have the full account, please? Left the nurses... Okay. That's the fact that it only took 2 minutes. Right.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Why?
And you know that how?
Yeah. Explain.
You heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
That's wrong.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yes, you're correct. How do I just agree with you? I understand what you're saying.
When we first
The
found
announcement was
Hifumi
made
in the nurse's office,
because of Taka's body.
he was actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Okay, what am I shooting with what?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure
I can
about
shoot
that?
he was alive
Maybe the
at
announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
dead body. I mean, that's a contradiction, but it's arguments made by two different
Are
people,
you saying
so it
that
doesn't
when we
really
first
work.
found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
But I'll try it.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Okay, what have I got loaded into my gun by default
Saying
here?
that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance
So this
he was
account
actually
is
still
just...
alive?
It wasn't very long
It is impossible.
that they were out the room.
Hifumi was
Broken
dead,
wristwatch gives you the
without a doubt.
time
And you know that how?
that
Surely
Taka
you
first
heard the
died.
body discovery
Equipment
announcement
room
along with the rest
bloodstain
of us.
is not of any use to me either.
Hifumi's dead body
No way.
had been found. And that is
Oh,
why
shoot,
the
dead body
announcement
has
was
been
made.
found at
Are we
someone
really
else.
so sure about that?
Okay, I got it, I got it.
the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Again, I think I'm vocalizing
You saying
the
that when
answer
we first
to you
found
guys,
Hifumi in
but it's
the
hard to
nurse's
convey it in the
office,
game's mechanics.
There's a chance he was actually
No,
The dead body found message was for Taka. That is the solution to this problem.
without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
What? Wow. Way to shoot me down. This is frustrating. I know the answer.
Hifumi in the nurse's office,
You want me to shoot equipment room bloodstain?
he's actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Wait, what are my options here?
Surely you heard the body discovery.
There's only 3 keywords, right?
And that is why the
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to
We've got
signal
someone
else's
else,
discovery.
dead body found, and still alive.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance?
Chance he was actually still alive.
no,
It is in Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Maybe it's the other way
Are we
around.
really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
So maybe I shoot someone else's discovery at dead body found.
Are you
I think
saying
I'm
that when we
I think I'm
first
saying the
found
same
Hifumi
message.
in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Okay. So this also confirms what we talked about before. You can carry over a stored bullet through a whole cycle and use it on the next pass, which means the final statements made by Kyoko are used against the middle statement made by Celeste.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
Can we just ask?
If 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
I said this at the time!
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
How dare you!
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
She called you lazy! Kill her!
It's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We were asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means...
Yep, I know what that means. I mentioned this at the time. There was an announcement when we found both of the bodies together in the repository behind the art room, and I wondered why there was an announcement there. So that means that one of those bodies had been discovered by 3 people for the first time, which means that one of them was not a body when it was discovered the first time.
Even if we find the same body again later,
Yeah.
he won't make the announcement again.
So if Hifumi, or Yamada as I like to call him, because he's my pal, he was definitely alive. I guess I misunderstood something. I didn't think that was too much of a mystery. I thought he was, you know, unconscious, concussed, whatever, and he died on Hina's lap. But the announcement that he was dead came, and then he revived, and he died again. So now I have to accept that Hina's tears brought him back from the dead.
If that's
Which is
true,
not a
then
place
why
where I
was
wanted
the
to be.
Announcement made again later on.
Huh? Later on?
Yes, yes.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice. I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies. It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Obviously not. Monokuma would never lie.
If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Exactly.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office,
I like it when you start putting the pieces together. It's a good feeling.
meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon
The game has a
him in
good way of
repository.
steering you to the conclusion. It's nice.
That's just part of it.
It's not too overt, unlike the first one. Where Leon was written on the wall. I can't get past that, I'm sorry.
There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
You are no help to this investigation.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
You are denying this very hard right now. Do you understand what this does to you?
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding
Every
the
point I make up
discovery of
about Yamada not being dead, you refute. Every single time.
the body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive.
Why is it
or
always
not.
you? I was suspicious of Hina before. Now I'm suspicious of you, Celeste.
Pointless.
Now you're sulking. Yes, it's obviously his glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Correct.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
I mean,
And the
I
next
guess.
time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Correct.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
That's wrong. You've got to stop these lies right now. It's always you, Celeste. Always you. Do you have any idea how badly you're giving yourself
There was
away?
one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
Monokuma, I'm done. Kill this girl.
His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his
I s-
glasses were covered with blood.
I still think my idea that he woke up in a daze, wiped the blood off his glasses, and then stumbled off. Maybe to try and find us. Maybe to get some backup. Maybe to warn us. You know? Just to get some help. I still thought that was a fine idea, but no, apparently we've signed on to the fact that he was playing dead. So, okay, I'm aboard for that
But
now, I
when we
guess.
found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Wait, you really want me to select this evidence? Is there anyone who has ever played this game who got this far through the game and they got this wrong?
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
That's the Pudgy Princess.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe
Everyone's
the
favourite.
glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Right, it is.
And whose digital camera was it?
Pudgy
Of
Princesses.
course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
You think? You seem to be very confident about that answer, Hina.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Checks out.
Two tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
You always bang on the money here, that's what I like
I'm
about
saying
you.
is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
True.
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
I'm gonna be honest, describing his corpse as copious is probably more insulting than calling him fat.
But then, if he was
At this point, we should just stop dancing around it.
what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
I got an answer for this. You sly game. You sly game. I clicked on this, and I thought to myself, this could be important for a later murder, and it didn't dawn on me it could be used right now. And I'll say it before the game reveals it so I look smart. In the fridge are blood packs for transfusions. You know, it's a nurse's office. It's there to help people who need extra blood. It's going to be a blood pack over his face.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
See?
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Okay. That is a good one. I like that. We accept that he is a corpse. We accept that he was moved on a tarp, on a dolly, and then he pushed it himself. Whilst laying on the dolly, he kicked himself along the floor. Yeah, his lifeless body did it. Wonderful. So obviously the answer here is Hifumi. Because if Hifumi is playing dead, then he has a plan, right? And his plan probably involves killing someone. Because why would you go through the trouble of playing dead? And then he slips away. I haven't pieced together the entire way this plays out, but it's clearly Hifumi.
It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
I still don't know why
The door was
the
locked.
bodies were even moved.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
That makes
And
sense.
it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
But why?
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
He might not have taken part in the murder, he might have murdered Taka.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
No, that's alright.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Okay. So, okay, this is... We made some of this conclusion at the time. So Hifumi had this note on him, which is the note that was used to lure Taka to his death. And I never really questioned why Hifumi had it, but this does make a lot of sense. That if I keep calling him Hifumi now. Damn it. Yamada, I'm sorry. If Yamada was the one who killed Taka, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Right, we did.
What? In his...
Too right, I said. Yes.
Yes, his pants.
His spacious
Hey,
pants.
well, forget about the pants for now.
We will never
Take a
forget
look at
about the
what
pants.
note says.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
No, it's not, you liar.
Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants.
I got it! That's right! Taka!
I would have gone... it just dawned on me, as funny as the option... I instinctively laughed at Hifumi's pants as an option. But I just realised we're suggesting that Hifumi contacted his own pants. And that's even better than I thought.
To draw out Taka and murder him!
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
We're not in court.
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Happy!
I don't know who these people are.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
They've got a serious rivalry going on, them two. Why don't I have 6 bullets in my revolver?
Happy had the note, right?
Oh god, I gotta translate these nicknames.
Must have been Happy!
Are you stupid?
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
Where's the thing I want?
6 a.m.
Oh, right.
The time doesn't matter!
Damn it, game, switch to the wristwatch.
With TikTok! Happy had the note, right?
I'll tell you what though, the YouTube algorithms ain't gonna like this video with all this mention of TikTok.
Must have been Happy!
But remember what the note said.
I thought we were gonna show the scrap of
What
paper
time
in
did it
Taka's
say to
hand.
meet?
Which is why I was surprised it wasn't in my gun.
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter!
The time does matter. Time always matters.
Nothing to do with TikTok!
No, it's wrong! No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Shock.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
Did none of you read this very important note that I just presented to you?
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
I agree.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
I'm glad you're satisfied.
Someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. Ugh. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
You're quite white, Agakure.
They gave the note to Taka.
Hero, I've been calling you lately, haven't I?
What was
Sorry.
Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Can we just leave the pants alone?
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Why do I need to prove this? It doesn't matter in the slightest, but alright, I'll prove it, I guess.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that
Even if this scrap of paper wasn't there, I don't think I need to present this. I think we can assume I'm correct on this one.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Why have I not tested this up until this point? I have both of these items in my possession.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
I'm a goddamn moron.
They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note, Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
I don't know. Did you? Yes. Yes, you did. But we'll find out in the next episode. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.